I'm so proud of you. All you gotta do is grab a pen. All you gotta do is press upon the pad. Basically what you gotta do is just to relate to the layman the type of day that you had. No need to exaggerate. Now it's time just to set the record straight. Yeah, I know exactly what you need to write about. You got demons? Fight them out. Write it out, write it out, write it out. Write it out. Write it out, write it out, till there's nothing left to fight about. Write it out, write it out, write it out. See the way that you write it, when you start to recite it, it feels like you are slowly becoming as one. Now you grab your pen with your desperate attempt. See, a lot of people will siphon your energy, but you can allow to give them your strength. Just grab your pen, start co-writing. I know sometimes you know to give up fighting. Is it really worth it at the end? But I promise you, if you write it out, it will never bother you again. It's time to write it out. Write it out, write it out, write it out. It's time to write it out. Whatever you experience, write it out. No matter what the storm, say what you want to say. It's your time to perform. Write it out, write it out. All you gotta do is just try to make sense. Write it out, write it out. Meaning that you gotta relax because you're feeling too tense. Write it out, write it out. Gotta put pen to pad and try to relate. Write it out, write it out. Because it's only you at the end of the day. Write it out, write it out. Write it out, write it out. You gotta write it out. You gotta write it out. You gotta write it out. So there's nothing left inside your mind now to fight about. Just let it out. Just let it out. Just let it out, get it out. Let it out, get it out. Let it out, get it out. Let it flow right out of you. I know what it's like when you feel you're worthless and you got in your mind a doubt too. Write it out. All I want you to do right here is to write it out. Write it out. Write it out in your fair hand. I know that you may not understand. There's a lot to fight about. Don't hold it in. Write it out. Don't hold it in. Write it out. And then the healing can begin. Cool. Okay. Let's try this one then. Yep. We're all looking for this. But where is it found? I'm looking for a brighter day. I'm looking for a better day. Like this. I'm looking for a better life, better life. These are the worries and concerns that circle my mind at night. So I try with all my might, go to an open mic just in order just to shed the light. I'm looking for a better life. I'm looking for a better life than the one that I've been living. I'm looking for a better life, in which way, shape or form. In no way that this is the norm. I gotta find a better life. I know you know just how it feels when all of a sudden you need to pay bills and you ain't got enough money to stretch it. Did you catch it? Seems like all these worries are putting more pressure upon you. So therefore it seems like all the time is always fun you. Now you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't rest. But maybe you'll be able to relax when you know you've done your best. I'm looking for a better life, better life. Looking for a better life, better life. Looking for a better life, better life. But ain't the clouds that included that will circle my mind in my bed at night. I'm looking for a better life. I'm looking, I'm seeking, I'm listening, but hardly speaking. Better life, better life, better life. 'Cause everywhere I go and everywhere I roam, I used to be bullied at the playground and at home. See, my mother, it was part of the upbringing. Plate smashing, cup slinging. All I really need is a better life. All I really need is just a better life. I can't try to sleep, especially if I feel all this pressure late at night. So what you gonna do to get through it? You can rely on other people, but it's more of a victory if you do it. Better life. I'm looking for a better life. Better life. I'm looking for a better life. I'm looking for a better life. These are the worries and these are the concerns that circle my mind when I lay in bed at night. That's the reason why I go to the open mic, in order to shed the light. I'm using all my resources that I got at my disposal to stay ahead of life. Motivate. That's what you need to do. No one can do this apart from you. Looking for a better life, better life. I'm looking for a better life, better life. There's too much stress and there's too much pressure. I'm dealing in my bed at night. And every time I try to close my eyes, I hope I materialize a better life. So, when I go to an open mic, I hopefully can shed some light on what you need to lead a better life. Cool. Right. Let's try this out. I've been known to burn bridges. This is no exception. I'm not going back. I can. There is no bridge left intact. I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my feet. I can't survive this extreme heat. I can't feel my fingers and I can't feel my feet. Have I got what it takes to survive such intense heat? They were telling me, but me, I never listened. Walking over the burning bridge, but my feet are blistered. I feel all the soreness deep in my feet, but I won't be ever complete lest I take a leap of faith. Ain't no point in contemplating, you need it to leave it too late. I can feel my fingers and I can feel my feet, but know that I can feel the heat rising, intense heat. I can feel my fingers, I can feel my toes, I can feel nothing on myself.
Will I make it? Heaven only knows.
Can't go back, the bridge is not intact, 'cause I'm too determined to take one step and then another. If you don't push yourself, then you'll never discover exactly what you're capable of. But this isn't a reason for you to ever slow your pace. I can see your heart 'cause the heat is on your face. I can see the perspiration on your brow. Yeah, you thought you never had it, what about now? Now everybody is nearing boiling point. If you don't comprehend, then I guess you missed the joint. The way that I'm conveying it, remember you got a determination of yourself and stop explaining it. I can feel my fingers, and I can feel my feet. Have I got what it takes to defeat this extreme heat? Have I got it? Do I possess it? Do I? Too much energy wasted. I can't allow to let it go. When I used to say to myself, all I've got to do is show my determination I have on my side. You thought I would go back. I gave you that indication, but I lied. I'm never going back to a bridge that is no longer intact. I want you to show mercy on these souls, while as I was burning the bridges I exposed all the trolls. I can't survive this heat. I can't survive this heat. And I can barely feel my feet. I can feel the heat rising, and the way things are looking. Somebody needs to flip me over. It's like I'm in cooking. I've been looking for this for quite some time. Pressure's on me for succession. I've got things on mine. I can feel my fingers, and I can hardly feel my feet. Will I have what it takes to survive extreme heat? I can't feel my fingers, and I can't feel my toes. Will I make it? Heaven knows. Last song. Let's do this. It used to be my therapy. That's more serious than that. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. This is fact, not fiction. This is fact, not fiction. Cause every time I write a rhyme, I feel like I'm filling out my very own prescription. Cause every time that I found to write a rhyme, I'm filling out my very own prescription. You want me to go down to surgery while you write a letter saying there's been an emergency. But I ain't here just to make the medical profession more wealthy. And I ain't gonna go with your sickness, I'll stay healthy. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. Cause every time I write a rhyme, I feel like I'm filling out my own prescription. So if anyone tells you the latter of that belief, don't tell different. My addiction, this is my addiction. Say it from the heart, gotta admit it with conviction. Cause every time I write a rhyme, I fill out my very own prescription. Cause every time I write a rhyme, I feel my very own prescription. It's like I'm my own type of psychologist. I know myself better than anyone else, so I can pinpoint what the problem is. I don't need no people taking just wild guesses. Nope, I know me my best. This is my addiction. Don't turn around and say it isn't, cause I know that this ain't a hobby. Did you try to flatter me? Yeah, probably. You want me just to quit, but you can't stop me one bit. Determination's in my gaze.
I've been practicing for over these days.
This is my addiction. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. Cause every time I write a rhyme, I fill out my very own prescription. My own prescription. So, I don't need no tablets, I don't even need no pills. Why are you prescribing things when you don't know just how it feels? You just wanna ram and right down my throat. Better get me water cause I really don't wanna choke. I'm just trying to make you see there's something inside of me. I don't need your help or support. See, I'm not as reliant on you as I thought. This is my addiction. This is my addiction.
This is fact, not fiction.
No fortune teller could have made such a prediction. And don't let nobody tell you different. Cause every time I write a rhyme I feel my prescription. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. Cause every time I write a rhyme I feel like I'm filling out my very own prescription. And what I prescribe is this. So you can keep your tablets, you can keep your pills. Not to give a damn on exactly how the medical profession feels. Cause I'm not the type of person to be so gullible and susceptible. I just want you to understand this treatment you're giving me is unacceptable. I'll stick to this if it's okay with you. Cause it's obvious you don't know what you're trying to do. You cause more damage than good. Let me try to get it clearly understood. Clearly understood.
I never took the time.
Well, maybe you should. This is my addiction. This is my addiction. Say it from the heart and you speak it with conviction. And no fortune teller could have made such a wild prediction. But I swear every time I grab a pen and write a rhyme, I fill out my own prescription.
Not more the same.
This is my addiction. I know. This is my addiction. This is my Hey, can I have a repeat prescription? Cool.